My camp name is Yenny, and I'm from Eden Prairie, Minnesota.
My name is Linnea Cederberg. I am from the Spanish El Lago del Bosque Bemidji village.
I first got involved with the villages as a villager at the Norwegian language village, Skufjorden, and I proceeded to go to Skufjorden for 10 summers as a villager, and then came on to staff there for 4 summers.
I got involved with the villages because my whole family my mom has been involved with it before. She went as a villager and was a counselor at Swedish camp. And so when I was 7, my mom was like, pick any language you want from the list. And I happened to pick Japanese, and I've been going to the language villages ever since.
Working at the villages is amazing. You get this group of kids that are so excited to learn a language. And especially with Norwegian, it's something you wouldn't normally think of as a language that kids are excited to learn. But you get this huge group of kids that are just so excited to learn new things about Norway, about the language, about cultures worldwide, and they just bring a whole new energy, and it's amazing.
Working for the villages has been a great experience in terms of learning more about myself, but also being able to teach others about what I feel is important, like being environmentally friendly, being friendly to others, living in a house with 16 people instead of just one person. And so I've been able to learn how I handle those situations, but I've also been able to help other people handle those situations as well.
Every summer we get villagers that come in, and it's amazing to see the growth that happens year after year when they come back. And even throughout one session, there was a 10-year villager this summer, who I remember coming to Skufjorden when he was just a little kid, and he is now taller than me, and he has made strides, and you can see his leadership skills have grown year after year, and slowly he's just stepped into that role from this little villager that is figuring out who he is to this full-grown person that is ready to take on the world and become a leader.
So I'm a tertulias teacher, so that's the small language groups. And I was put with a group of 12-year-olds, 5 of them were boys, 4 of them were girls, and all the 5 boys just did not like each other. They didn't listen to me, they didn't speak Spanish. And so I realized that instead of trying to make them do everything, I tried to be their friend. And throughout the day, at every point of the day, I would come and be like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Like, let's hang out together during free time, let's hang out during song time. And little by little, they finally warmed up to me, and they warmed up to me speaking Spanish to them continually all throughout the day. And by the end, all of them were very thankful for having been in that group. They were all speaking Spanish with each other. And just because I decided not to just be a teacher, but to also be a friend to the villagers, that's really how they learned the most Spanish and how they opened up the most in the villages.
If I were talking to a friend about the language villages, I would tell them that this is definitely a place that you want to send your kids. They will not only learn a language, but they will learn about a whole new world perspective, about a culture and about a way of life that they wouldn't get, say, at a different camp or staying at home. It's an amazing experience.
So everyone that I tell about Japanese camp or Spanish camp, they're always like, why do you go there? What's the point in spending a month or spending a week in a language camp? And really, it's because it's the best way to learn a language. You can sit in a classroom for an hour every day and repeat sentences that your teacher is telling you, or you can have a conversation with the boring person that you don't really connect with in your classroom. But as soon as you get to the Concordia language villages, you find people who are there who are all interested in speaking the language and who have to speak it 24 hours a day to get food, to go to the bathroom, to ask for help. And so when you have that 24-hour in participation of everyone, that's really when the magic of the language comes alive, and you learn to speak it not just because you have to, but because you want to.